Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm so excited to return because it's been a little while and I'm sorry about that, but I was busy with San Diego Comic-Con and all this like paper shortages and things like that. So I've been a little backed up at work, but very excited to start talking about the new comics again because I cannot wait. This next week, December 8th, seems like a really great one and I can't wait, so I'm going to dive right into my top picks. Starting off with Devil's Reign #1. This is a Chip Zdarsky, Marco Checchetto. It's an event title from Marvel, and I am super excited for this because I have been loving Daredevil, their run on Daredevil specifically, for a very long time. It has been in my top 10 comics, and I just absolutely love this book. So I am very looking forward to this. So the story that's been building for years is here. Wilson Fisk went from kingpin to mayor of the biggest city in America and is going to bring his full criminal and political power to bear on the new superheroes who call NYC home. The man who once destroyed Daredevil has set his sights on the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and more. And since it's Fisk, once he takes them all down, you know he's going to sign it. Crossbones, Taskmaster, Typhoid Mary, Shocker, Whiplash, Rhino, Kraven. Fisk has an army of supervillains at his command, and this is just his opening salvo. For years, Fisk has waited for his time to strike, and you won't believe the aces he's got up his sleeve. So I can't wait. It sounds just like a really fun brawl story that I am really looking forward to. We also have Kate Bishop #1, Hawkeye. It is a miniseries. It's a 5-parter, and confusingly enough, apparently this comic, if you ordered your comics through Penguin, you were supposed to receive it about 2 weeks ago. Diamond said if you order through them, you were going to receive it this past Wednesday. Well, it got delayed again, and now it'll be coming out on December 8th. So if you're really looking forward to this title, it will be in all shops on December 8th. Kate's heading home, or at least back to New York, and as much as she wants to go back to where her friends, her chosen family are, she's changed since she was last on East Coast. So she's picked up a pit stop case first, a confidence booster to prove to herself she's making the right decisions and not going backslide into her past just by changing time zones. Besides, the case is perfect. Swanky resort, check. Jewel heist, check. Almost definitely 100% a trap, check. So it seems really interesting and fun, and if you're following the Hawkeye series, I mean, this will be a great jumping on point to really tie you in with what Kate Bishop's character really is. We also have Lady Mechanika, Monster of Ministry #1. Whew, I've been waiting for this comic for a very long time. I've been following Lady Mechanika pretty much the entire time, and Joe Benitez is probably one of my favorite artists. I really enjoy Lady Mechanika, and Lady Mechanika finally found a new home at Image Comics, so she is going to be very well taken care of. I know it. And Joe Benitez is back writing and drawing for Lady Mechanika, so this seems really great. In a Victorian asylum full of grotesque inmates, sadistic guards, and a fanatical doctor, a young lady wakes to find her arms and legs have been replaced with mechanical limbs. But who among this gruesome menagere is the true monster of Ministry of Hell? The origins of the notorious adventuress known as Lady Mechanika. So, very steampunk, very robot, very cool Victorian era style, and I am so excited that it's back. We also have Mother F Goose. It's a one-shot from Aftershock written by Frank Thierry, and it's one of those bigger sized prestige formats, and this one just sounds really fun. The 3 little pigs are gluttonous casino owners. Little Miss Muffet is a hard-nosed cop with arachnophobia. The 3 blind mice are clearly impaired assassins. Puss in Boots is a feline-faced scumbag. Welcome to Mother F Goose, where your favorite fairy tales are turned into twisted characters right out of the Tarantino movie. Picking up from Little Red Riding Hood and Along Came a Spider, we will make you a promise. This is a book that will ruin your childhood. Sorry, kids. And I love the covers. There's a really cool 1 in 10 Pulp Fiction homage. So I'm looking forward to this. I think those are really fun. I like the whole twist on stories type deal. Some of my favorites. I really like them. And I'm really excited. We also have Batman 89 number 4. This one is another one that got pushed back multiple times, but it's finally coming out. Someone's hot on Bruce Wayne's heels, out to prove his connection to Batman once and for all. Meanwhile, Harvey Dent plans his next steps for Gotham with just a simple flip of a coin. What does he have in store for Gotham, and can Batman twist probability in his favor? Very, very interesting. I love the covers. The cover A has that new Robin that I can't wait to see in this. And then the cover B is just a really sexy Batman Catwoman cover. I mean, how could you not love it? I can't wait. I've been really enjoying this. I think it's a really fun side story for Batman, especially if you're a fan lover of Michael Keaton's Batman. So, cannot wait. Now time for our series shoutouts. These are comics that I definitely have my eye on, but I know they might not be the biggest, hottest sellers of the week, but if they sound interesting, maybe want to check them out at your local comic shop on Wednesday. We have Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer, number 1, and this to me just sounds like old lady Buffy, and I am one of the very few people that really enjoys the old man Wolverine, old man Logan, old man Hawkeye, old man Quill. I really love them. I think they are a trope that a lot of people think are just very bland and boring. However, when you actually read the storylines, they are really fun. They have really nice deep cuts from previous stories merged into this one, and they all intertwine, and they're really, really cool. So I am pretty excited for old lady Buffy. I think she sounds really interesting. Can a lone slayer save what's left of humanity? Buffy Summers is the last slayer. Now in her 50s, she wages a one-woman fight against the forces of darkness who prey on humanity in the daylight unimpeded thanks to a magical catastrophe that has been nearly blotted out of the sun. The same disaster robbed Buffy of her friends and ended the Slayer line, forcing her into an endless guerrilla war. That is, until she stumbles across something she hasn't seen in a long time. Hope, in the form of a prophecy, and the young girl who carries it. The multiverse explodes as writer Casey Gilley and artist Joe Jarrow bring you a dystopian tale of Buffy Summers as you've never seen her before. So, very, very dystopian world. I love it, and I can't wait. We also have Captain America Iron Man number 1. It's also a miniseries out of 5. And this one is a government agent turned Hydra provocateur stages a daring breakout of her way to prison, attracting the attention of both Iron Man and Captain America. When Steve and Tony realize they both have a connection to the slippery fugitive, they team up to track her down, only to discover she's not the only player on the board with big plans and sinister motives. Derek Landy, who wrote Falcon and Winter Soldier and the Black Order, and Angel Unez, Iron Man, Star Wars, team up to bring you a thrilling adventure starring a fan-favorite dynamic duo. Has amazing Alex Ross covers, and not to mention these really cool Infinity Saga covers. If you're collecting all of those, they have the MCU movie covers on it. Very, very cool. I cannot wait. I love a good Captain America Iron Man team up, so why not this one? We also have Star Wars Crimson Reign number 1. It is the next event title after War of the Bounty Hunter. So, after the dawn comes the rain. The story that began with War of the Bounty Hunters continues here in the second installment of a trilogy that will reshape the history of Star Wars galaxy during the Age of Rebellion, featuring the return of beloved characters, shocking twists, epic feats of the Force, and a story that will reach from Star Wars' darkest underworld all the way to the Imperial Palace. Crimson Reign is a Star Wars saga like no other. So, I am really enjoying Charles Soule's runs on Star Wars. I really like his storylines, and I thought the end of the last one was really cool with the Knights of Ren. So, having this one, come into play and having the Knights of Ren back in store, I'm very interested to see what they have. We also have What's the Furthest Place From Here number 2. Written by Matthew Rosenberg and drawn by Tyler Boss. It's a double-sized second issue. With Sid missing, her family must leave the comfort of their home in a desperate search for her. But the world beyond their walls is not a friendly place. Ask the wrong questions and you may find out the hard way that you can never go home. So the first book really piqued my interest because I really liked Four Kids Walk Into a Bank, and so when I read this, I was already very intrigued. I love a good coming-of-age story, and this is one of them that plays with music. So I think those two things make this very interesting, and I honestly just think it's pretty unique in a sense. So I personally really have faith in this one. I do think it will get picked up for a movie, TV show, something in the near future. So I have my eyes out on this one. Last but not least, we have Dark Knights of Steel number 2 out of 12. The epic high fantasy DC Universe adventure continues as a shocking assassination has kingdoms on the brink of world war. From world best-selling writer Tom Taylor and acclaimed artist Yasmin Petrini comes a generational high fantasy tale of good and evil within the DCU. It's essentially Game of Thrones meets the DC Universe, and you know, I'm not complaining. At first, I was kind of scared, like, are they really, like, baiting it as Game of Thrones and then not take the risks that Game of Thrones did, you know, killing off their characters and, you know, being violent and over the top and giving you surprises. And the first issue did surprise me. I was really, really pleased on how well I thought this book was written, as well as the mysteries and the revelation that you find at the end. I am just incredibly interested in this, and I cannot wait to see what else Tom Taylor has in store. That's going to be it for me this week. Check out all these comics and many more at your local comic book shop this Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. Have a great day.